can also see me live July 8th in Napa, California, and then July 10th in Honolulu, California. Tickets at jeremiahwatkins.com.
Wait, there's a Honolulu, California?
Did I say Honolulu, California?
Yeah.
Hawaii.
I was say, hold on a second.
And I was like, bro, I'm nailing this. I'm like going right down the barrel. I got it all memorized.
He's so professional, locked in, giving all his shit.
Comes to me, Honolulu, California, baby.
Hold on, we're wrapping this podcast out there. We're coming at you from Honolulu, California, y'all.
That might be one of my favorite intros to the podcast that we've done.
That's your new theme. I'm sorry to say.
I think it might be. I think Eric Griffin might be calling us, complaining that there's a couple woos in there.
Woos?
Yeah.
He doesn't like the woo stuff.
No. He does. He uses the word woo so much when he riff sings that he might be like, hey, I had a couple woos. I'm coming to claim those woos from you guys.
Oh, it's his now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if he's claiming those, I'm going to claim...
Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one to claim.
It's a grunt. I think I got the grunt. There you go.
Okay.
Wow, that was
the Casey grunt.
It looked like you were doing ventriloquism there. Like,
Who did that?
Excuse me.
Clearly wasn't me. Yeah, dude. Casey, I'm stoked to have you on the show, brother.
Dude, I've seen you everywhere, man, and I'm thanks for having me, man.
I've been seeing you everywhere. It's one of those weird things where the internet is a strange thing, and social media is weird, where Casey and I became friends through Instagram, just kind of following each other. Right. And we have been trying to plan for a long time a jam sesh. And I was like, you know what? We figured out a time. I was like, you just come on the podcast. We'll do a bunch of jams in an hour.
That's
we'll
perfect,
just riff around, and then we'll clip it up and make some goodness.
It's not a jam session unless you're filming it. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
That is a new age jam sesh thing.
It is cool because we're gonna look back and we're gonna be like, oh, you can learn, or you can just be like, wow, that was a cool thing. Maybe I'll do that on stage or something. It's a win-win. So,
dude, that's why for stand-up, I always will bring my phone on stage and an audio record.
Oh, damn.
Because if I'm riffing or whatever, then I'm like, oh, that was a good riff. Like, I can use that again. And then...
Like a comedy riff?
Yeah.
Wow. I like that you call it the same thing in music.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Music and comedy are very, very similar.
Oh, yeah. There's a love child between the two.
Do you play the Comedy Store a lot?
I do, yeah. I'm a paid regular at the Comedy Store.
Is your name on the outside?
It is. It's on the wall outside,
That's dope.
Yeah,
That means you're pro.
Yeah, by their standards, for sure.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
Dude, and you get to do the music there, too, so that's magic.
You know what's a lot of fun that you would really appreciate? There's a couple of talented pianists there.
I've heard of these guys, yeah.
And they will... Sometimes I'll ask for something. I'll just be like, hey, can you play a little something? And sometimes we lock in and we start vibing, and then I'll just start vamping, and then I start riffing with them, and then off the crowd and stuff like that. And then it's a really fun, like in the original room, they always have a keys in the corner, so
just
you
in
can
case?
just ask. Yeah, so somebody is always playing up the comics, and usually they just play for 15 seconds at the beginning of their set and at the end, but I try to utilize them when they can.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you do that. Yeah, it's good to, use the audience, use musicians.
Yeah.
Even like hit up the lighting guy every once in a while. It's
Yeah.
It's good. Make it 4D.
Yeah,
I think
dude,
so.
I'm all, dude. If I ever saw you in the corner of the Comedy Store, I'd be like, Casey, can I get a little? I need a little right now.
Don't you tempt me?
Yeah.
I might just show up at your thing, and I might do that for you.
Oh, dude, I might have to invite you to the Comedy Store one night.
Okay.
Just to do a surprise, like a flash mob basing.
Oh, dude, I'll definitely do that.
That could be fun.
I will definitely do that.
That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What do you think we should start messing around with?
What about that one we were practicing just a second ago?
Okay, I don't know how well I'll nail it. I'll try to do it as well as possible. But yeah, let's start with that.
That was a jam. We even took solos at the same time. I loved that.
You know, that's how sharing and caring I am.
Wow, thank you for that.
Is that you know what sounds better than a solo? A duet. I was like, oh Frank, he's doing his solo. But how do I accompany him on sax right now?
Oh, dude, I think exactly what you did. It was perfect.
Okay, cool.
Wow, that was magic.
I just realized we are gonna be working up a sweat in here.
It's yeah. I might take my shirt off. We'll see. We'll see.
Dude, if you take your shirt off, I'm definitely taking my shirt off.
Okay, all right.
Are
we'll
the shirts
see.
popping off?
We'll see. We'll see.
It might happen. When I
okay.
started blowing in the sax, I was like, oh, it raised a couple degrees
I saw
in
a
here.
singular sweat.
I was like,
yeah, I'm
this
like
thing.
literally sliding down this bass.
You're like, this is a different way to play. This is steamy and sexy.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of liquids going on
wow,
over here.
yeah, it's hot. It's like a water slide, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never done that on stage though. This is a first. Do this.
Do a little bit of that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Yeah.
I've humped the bass.
Have you?
Yeah, but it's more because I'm getting into it rather than...
You're right. There's sweat going in our eyes right now. We're trying to play it off. And we're just like, oh, yeah. So anyway, yeah, that happened a couple times back in Tijuana back in 94. And other than that, my eyes are burning. I'm gonna get us some paper towels real quick. Is that your main bread and butter? Is jazz?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
But every time I do a gig and it's just me and my bass, I'll do originals as well. But I'd like to do 90s pop as well. So we could do one of those.
If you're talking 90s pop,
that's your bread and butter.
That's
huh?
my bread and butter.
We could do that. We
got a lot of we got room to do both, honestly.
Okay. Let's do that then.
So let me look for a jazz song.
Okay.
my viewers are gonna be like, Jeremiah's got to figure out this garage situation. He's torturing. He's coming over. He's inviting guests over, and then just like torturing them with the heat right now.
You know, I need a good schwitz. I think that this is probably good for the our skin, right? It's good
it's great.
It's good for the pores.
Oh, dude, it's fantastic for the pores.
I remember when I was 13 years old, I had a lot of pimples. Mm-hmm. And then my dad took me to Belize for a month, and I sweat out everything, and then my skin looked great. So, yeah,
really?
I think there is something about sweating. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I haven't really been exercising recently, so this is really good for me.
One more time through. Take the bridge. But I watch it so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day when she walks through the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. That was a fun one. That was beautiful.
There we go.
Dude, good soloing.
Hey, I tried a little bit.
You did. You know what? As long as you try less.
Okay.
It's just, you know, my teacher once told me that sometimes if you just need to go pee, let that feeling happen and go on stage. And then you'll think about the pee rather than having to hit the notes. And you'll think less and with your brain and more with your heart.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So think about it that way. So yeah, it's fun to just play it. That's what I love about jazz, man. It's more of a mentality. It's just play. You know, I didn't know we were gonna play that song today, but we did it. It was good.
Dude, I didn't know we were gonna play it. I just looked at my phone. I'm like, yeah, I remember that song. That's a good song.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
Didn't know anything else about it.
Yeah.
There was, you know, I was on, I think Rick and I, we're all Rick Glassman. We're all mutual friends.
We're Glassman boppers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're
tight,
gnomes.
so goblins.
Goblins. There you go.
Yeah.
Not gnomes. That's something else.
Yeah.
But
we're Jeremiah Watkins trolls out here.
I used to, they used to call me my people the lumberjacks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah. But I got to think of a good monster type thing. Think of one. The Casey.
Yeah.
Casey Kooks.
Yeah.
Kooky. Is that the politically correct? Kook? Is that something?
I think kooks is still fine. I think that's a British kind of thing.
Gotcha.
I think people still use that a lot in Britain and stuff.
Okay,
like,
you're kooky.
You're kooky.
The British accent. Thank you.
Yeah.
But no, he left in me. Rick Glassman left in me starting over on Georgia on My Mind like 3 times. He left it. I thought he was gonna
Right, choose the best take.
Yeah. But that being said, I was glad we all saw the process, so that was fun.
Okay.
Whatever's clever, man.
Okay, cool.
All right, you ready? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh baby, baby, I shouldn't let you go. Now you're out of sight, yeah. Oh pretty baby, I shouldn't let you know. Now you're out of sight, yeah. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know. Because my loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. One more time, come on. Oh, pretty baby, the reason I breathe is you. Boo, 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 boo. Girl, I'm so excited. Oh, pretty baby, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Girl, you got me blinded. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Because my loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe. When I'm out with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Song. I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know that I still believe that you will be here and give me a sign? Hit me, baby, one more time. Wow, that was really good, dude.
Dude, that was fun.
Fist bump. Wow, that was really good.
That was really fun.
Dude, that's an act in itself. The singing, the sax, and the piano. Have you ever done that before?
Not really.
Okay.
A little bit here and there.
I wish I had a bongo set over here or something.
Right? Just to hit it. That one felt really good.
Yeah, you killed it.
I mean, and who knows if we kept in the parts where Casey coached me for quite a while before we got there.
Maybe a second.
I'll show a snippet of it.
But yeah, you don't need to do that whole thing.
Yeah.
That was really good, though.
That one was good. Once we started vibing, I felt like we were like locked in. I was like, ooh.
The harmonies we hit at the same time.
Yep.
We did a call and response.
Yeah.
The sax solo in between each verse and chorus.
Funky.
That's so good, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I live for. That's what I live for.
I'm all about that. Do you know any like kind of pop punk kind of bands?
Yeah.
Have you ever like slowed down any pop punk kind of? Do you like that kind of genre to
like Blink?
melding?
Blink?
Some Blink.
Is that pop punk?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Some Blink, either Sum41.
I've never tried it. This will be the first time. I don't want to waste my time coming of a casualty of society. I never fall in line. I'm a victim. I'm a I love this part. Don't count on me to let you know when. Don't count on me, I'll do it again. Don't count on me, listen. Don't count on me, 'cause I'm not listening. Yeah,
So, dude, that sounds awesome. I kind of want, you know, that section that we just did.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that with the whole song of like this somber, like sad version of Sum 41.
Agreed.
I think it would be fire.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know that, but it's all rap. That one. I don't know, like. The mother in my mouth should have had it. Yeah, it's a good song. I think.
Mama should have had an abortion.
If you know the lyrics.
Let me pull up the lyrics.
All right,
Let me
okay,
pull up
deal.
these lyrics.
Going through the party that my name is Silvino.
Back in El Camino as a kid, was scared and no one know me by name. Trashed my own house party cause nobody came. I know I'm not the one you thought you knew back in high school. Never going, never showing up when he had to. Attention that we crave, don't tell us to behave. I'm sick of always hearing act your age. I don't wanna waste my time. Become another casualty of society.
Fall in line.
Become another victim of your conformity and back down.
Beautiful. You want to go to the bridge, or you want to do the verse?
Sure. Yeah, we'll go to the bridge.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Don't count on me, so that you know when. Don't count on me, I'll do it again. Don't count on me, the point you're missing. Don't count on me, 'cause I'm not listening.
One more time. That sounds good.
Don't count on me to let you know when. Don't count on me, I'll do it again. Don't count on me, it's the point you're missing. Don't count on me, 'cause I'm not listening. That's really nice. That's a nice one. Magic.
Heck yeah,
That's magic,
right?
dude.
That was great.
That was good. Thanks for letting me play that.
dude, of course. So right now, this has been like very music heavy, which is fine.
Nice.
But yeah, we can, you know, well, let's talk for a little bit.
All right. You let me know.
Let's talk for a little bit, and we'll do more songs. I don't want people to I want people to get to know my viewers and listeners to get to know you a little bit too.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Outside of all the music.
Nice. Okay. Deal.
Yeah.
Don't count on me. That's so good.
Dude, that's gonna be stuck in my head later for sure. That one.
That somber version of that.
Yeah.
So good.
Just that sadness.
You have a good voice too. That was really. I know that it's so funny because it was almost like you were joking. You know, the "Don't count on me," but there was this crystal clear tone that just like showed up. It was beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
I started trying on when we started going somber. I was like, I'm gonna try to harmonize with Casey.
You killed it, dude.
that was
You
fun.
went up high.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see, man.
I love being able to because obviously most of the time I have on comedians on the show and we'll do music sections, but it's very like jokey and we're never really focusing ever on like how good can we actually sound. It's more about like what jokes can we do and stuff like that. So I like trying to dial that in with professional musicians like yourself every once in a while,
man.
where I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to get by, you know, amongst the pros a little bit. I just try to do a little bit here.
Right.
It's
no,
fun though.
It brings it out. You know, it's good. Yeah, the chemistry, just the vibe, and you know, exploring the musicality together. It's like,
yeah,
you never know what's gonna happen, and it's always fun for me. I don't know. It's you know?
Dude, it's always a blast. It's kind of why I always love with any sport that I've played. I always like playing with people that are better than me at that sport because I feel like I rise to the occasion just out of just like level of like I'm trying to get there. Like I'm trying to like not embarrass myself in that regard. So yeah, it's fun.
Right. That's a good point. What's your favorite sport to play?
Probably basketball and pool. I love playing like pool. I love
nice.
pool.
Okay. Okay. We'll have to jam at that at some point. I haven't played basketball in a while.
Yeah.
I just went rock
You
climbing.
play pool though?
Yeah. When I just did this 3-month tour in Europe with this band called Postmodern Jukebox.
Okay.
And there was a couple pool tables in the venues.
Oh, so you probably got some hours in.
Yeah, but I always do it weird. I don't. How do you do the pool cue like this? Because I do it like this.
Oh,
yeah, like that.
Like that?
Yeah, I don't know. But
are you successful?
I win sometimes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if you change the way you hold the cue, your game will increase productivity by 30%. I'm not even kidding.
That's good to know. Okay, how do you hold it?
Okay, so there's two ways. There's a closed, which is this way, where you're setting your fingers like as a bridge. This is called a closed bridge. You're setting your fingers up like this, where you're basically pointing the cue like it's going through here and it's resting on this part. Or an open bridge. This is what I don't know if more people do necessarily, but you're resting it on in between the thumb right here.
I've seen this more. Okay.
A lot of people, probably more people do the open bridge.
Okay.
Because you get to spread out your whole hand like this, and you're pressing down, and then the cue is going and sliding on this part of your thumb.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's letting gravity.
So you shooting like this, why I'm saying you'll improve by 30% is because you are holding the cue up with one hand, so there's so much more margin for error. You need it to rest and glide, but you're lifting the cue up by having it hover in between here.
Gotcha, more strength.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I'm using no hands when I put it on, when I rest it.
Yeah, you're removing a lot of chance for like human error by putting it on something that's like a gliding thing where you are also holding it, where it could go like this by you holding the weight of an 18 ounce or 21 ounce cue.
Dang. Okay, that's good to know, man.
Yeah.
I maybe it's the bass player in me, and I just want to show off my muscles or something. I don't know.
Oh no. When you were telling me, you're like, yeah, and put your pinky down. I was like, I was like, my pinky's barely strong enough to like I could play like guitar a little bit, but like those strings are so thick on that bass.
It's that the easy part is one note at a time. That's great,
right?
Usually,
right.
But the hard part is
hammer-ons, that whole like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, and you'll get calluses. I remember I played bass here in Hollywood right after COVID. I hadn't played for a while. I played a 3-hour gig.
Yeah,
and like 20 minutes into it, we were playing Cherokee. Dude, I got blisters, and then the second song they popped. I was bleeding. There was blood all over my.
Oh wow!
And then I got another set of blisters like an hour later, and they popped. It was kind of a blessing in disguise to get the second set because, then you just had these. Yeah, you should. I have pictures. I'll send them to you. It's crazy.
I mean, do you feel like your fingers are pretty invincible now?
I do. Yeah.
Since you've like worn out like the skin so many times.
Absolutely. Yeah. I barely feel it. In fact, if you look at it in the light, there's actually some that are starting to appear. I'll show you later, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, that's really the hard part. I mean, I literally had my friend HaleyReinhart, I don't know if you know her. She's a dope singer.
Yeah, she's an awesome singer, and I met her originally on. I did. Do you know Josh Wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had her on the show one night. I was doing a character on his show, and I met Haley that night, and yeah, she's super nice.
I think she told me about that show. There was someone who was dressed up as that yodeling cowboy kid as well. Was that?
Yeah, that was Becky Robinson that night.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's played my bass before. We've done a bunch of gigs together.
Oh, cool.
And I remember I just brought the bass to one of her parties, and she was playing it for maybe about 20-25 minutes, and then she had calluses too.
Oh, I bet.
She had to pop her blisters. It's crazy.
Wow.
So it's
now okay.
Yeah,
That's
happens.
It's one thing to see a guy with a guitar at a house party, but it's extra ballsy to be a stand-up bass guy.
It's fun.
I'm sure people are like, what?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I do it.
Of course, just like that. You brought, and you're like,
dude, you don't even have to play good. You just literally bring in a bass and you're set.
Yeah.
It's that initial reaction. It's like the same thing with you bringing in a sax, I'm sure.
I've bombarded a couple comedy shows as like bits where somebody will like I'll be like a plant, and then all of a sudden I'll start playing, and the audience goes crazy because it's like, wait, why is there a saxophone in the middle of the crowd? Like, because that thing gets so loud where I can play it anywhere.
Yeah.
Where I could just pop up in an audience, and then all of a sudden, like, everybody's hearing it at the same time.
It's beautiful. Horns are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the tenor, it can get really, really loud. This even though it's acoustic, people have to get quiet. Like sometimes at the end of my gigs, I actually just did this on Saturday in Ventura. I put the bass, I sing "Georgia on My Mind" in the middle of the crowd, but people have to people have
pay
to
attention and chill out a little bit.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But there's something magic about just being able to cut through. Yeah, the noise. You can literally interrupt a comedian that's on stage, right?
Funny thing. One time I did it where. So Craig Robinson,
shit,
he was at the Improv, and he went on. It's called like basically when a comic of higher status comes in and wants to go on immediately. That's called like they're bumping the rest of the lineup, right?
I've seen that before. Yeah.
Okay, so he came in and it was late, and he was bumping the lineup, and I had seen him before, and I was like, I know he's probably going to do a lot of time. I drove home. Grabbed my sax, came back, he was still on stage, and one of the songs he was like playing keys. When I came back, I was like, I'm just gonna surprise him from the crowd and just start playing sax along with whatever. So I found whatever key that he was in from playing, and then I just started from the back, and he said, I'm gonna close my eyes because I want to be surprised. I think I know who this is, but I want to guess before they come to the stage. So I started playing, and he starts naming comedian friends that are close to him
that also played the sax.
Well, that's the thing. First he goes, Jeff Ross, is that you? I'm like, Jeff doesn't play sax. There's no, he's not playing.
Were you playing in tune or?
Yeah. No, it sounded good. Okay. And then when he opened his eyes and realized that it wasn't one of his close friends, he was not happy because he's like, this random dude just interrupted my set.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, he was cool about it later on, but just that night he was just kind of like he had me stay on stage. He's like, what do you know? Like he was very cool about it. But there was just that split second where he's like, you're not one of my homies. Why did you do this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why do you have a saxophone? I think there's just so many questions going on in his head.
It's, you know what it is? It's ask forgiveness rather than permission. So I'm glad you did it.
I'm all about that.
Yeah. I'm glad you did that.
That's a big part of my career is asking for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
I tried, guys. I was trying to do an improv with you. Let's try to have fun. Sorry that the riff went too far. You know.
I'm glad he kept going with it and he asked you more questions.
Yeah, he was cool.
All right, good job. Get off.
And then after he wrapped up later, I went on to do my set still. I was like, hey, I'm the guy who played sax earlier. Anyway, now here's my stand-up set.
I figure it's the least that he could do is give you an opportunity if the bumping's going to happen.
Yeah, right? That's how I looked at it. So I was like, it's not fine.
I figured that's a thing. Okay, the bumping, because I think I went to go see something at the Improv, actually.
Yeah,
and yeah.
It happened. It's very common.
What's his name? Big people. That kind of happens with Hotel Cafe. We do this thing called Monday, and there's like 12 artists, and they each play 3 songs. It's very similar, right? You guys get 15 minutes or sometimes 10.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I felt very blessed. I felt bad because I brought my electric bass. And then just so many people were there, and I was like, oh shit, I literally drove home, grabbed my upright bass, and I was like, hey, can this person go before me? I know I'm scheduled, but will you fill in? Like, so 2 people went before, and I felt bad because I had like the G spot, right, to like play with where everyone was there with my upright bass. So I felt a little bit bad, but at the same time, it was kind of a bump as well, you know, and so that's
rearranging the lineup just slightly.
Yeah, for sure. But that must be kind of fun. I mean, I know that you get less. Do you get less time, or is it always kind of fun? Because
the comics don't really like to get bumped in general unless it's like a certain comic that they're like, oh, I haven't seen them here forever. Like but for the most part, comics are pretty self-centered, and they're like, but what about me? You know what I mean? Like they're like, I want to do my time, like that kind of thing. Like for example, Chappelle is one of the greatest comics on the earth. he started coming to the Comedy Store so much that like I started getting bumped by him a decent amount where like I got desensitized, and then like I would see his car rolling and I'd be like, oh, and I'm like, it's Chappelle, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But like, just to give you an example, that's how comics think, like, Chappelle's here again. Which is
so
a
weird.
crazy thought. You know what I mean?
That's a crazy thought.
But it's like at the same time, you get used to it, and then you start being like, yeah, but I got to work on my jokes too. I want to get to Chappelle status. How am I supposed to do that if I'm not working on my jokes?
Right. The desensitization. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool stuff, man.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens.
But didn't you meet Haley on, you guys were on the same season as American Idol?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
We're on the same season, season 10 in 2011.
Dope.
And she came in third place. She beat me. I came in sixth place.
Nice.
And so yeah, we met. We were actually on the same commercial, and that's how I like first knew about her. We were lucky because I think like 150,000 people auditioned, and there was like 2 or 3 commercials, and each commercial had three people from that season.
Right.
And so it was me, some dude, and then Haley. Or it was the opposite. I think she started some dude, and then I was doing, I don't need no doctor. I was doing that and like doing the thing. So I was like, and there's like a shot of Randy Jackson like digging it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I saw her on the commercial. Then we go to Hollywood Week. And then I see her. She's like surrounded by a whole bunch of boys. Like they're just like in love with her.
Sure.
And I just like go through the crowd, and I'm like, "Oh, you're on the same commercial as me." She's like, "Yeah, what's up?" And then we just had this love for jazz, and then we ended up doing like jazzy duets on the show. So it was perfect. And then ever since then, she was on my first album. I was on hers. And yeah, we're just constantly jamming with each other since then. It's been 10, 11 years, man.
That's
crazy.
amazing. It's cool when you can find someone who's like-minded like yourself, where you just like vibe creatively like that. Because
Right.
it is hard to find someone who you can really like lock in with like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, dude. And you find it with comedians and musicians too. So that's really cool. And I'm seeing you with all that great gang. I think I saw you were you on Roast or the Roast battles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I ever witnessed you and a saxophone as well too.
Oh, I did play sax randomly on one of the roast battles. Yeah,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I've tried to incorporate it, like let's slide it in on different things that I've done and stuff like that over the years.
That's awesome. But yeah, seeing you and Rick and Brent and all those guys, man, just hanging out and just having good vibes,
Oh yeah. Brent is a dude with a great voice.
I know.
He has an awesome voice.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah, he did. Have you ever been to one of the Comedy Jam shows in LA?
I don't think so. No.
I'll have to link you up with Josh Adam Myers, because it would be fun for you to play some upright bass for one of the shows.
Yeah.
I'd
love to, yeah.
They do it now at the Comedy Store in the main room, but I did that show for years, and I played like sax and did like a character on that show. But basically, it's comedians sing a song with a live band backing them, and they tell a story of why they're going to sing that song. And it's just super fun. And Brent has one of my favorite covers that in the show's history. And I did the show for like over 5 years with that group. And he did Crawling by Linkin Park like really soon, right after Chester passed away.
Oh, geez. Okay.
And the emotion that he put into it, because he's a genuine fan of Linkin Park, it was so good. And he's also good at scream singing. That's like a skill set in itself. To be able to scream sing like that is really hard.
And he's good at it. He's got a nice high voice too.
Yeah. So he that's like, and he did it. We were in Montreal for Just for Laughs, and it was just like, it was one of those performances where everybody in the room was like, whoa, that was epic.
That's beautiful when that can happen, when you can, because it's so funny what comedy is and being a comedian. But you have to throw in a couple, cries every once in a while.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm noticing. It's literally, it doesn't have to just be laughs all the time. It can just be storytelling,
Yeah. People connect to it in different ways.
That's
for sure.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah. I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but Gabriel Iglesias, I saw one of his, and he was talking about how his dad left him, and it got emotional, but like, it was more emotional, but you found the laughs, and when it was funny, Yeah, exactly. And so the fact that Brent Morin could do that, that's huge. The fact that he could portray these emotions and just get out how he's feeling. It's a good vessel to get your emotions out. Singing.
Oh yeah, especially
beautiful.
when you're like belting it out like that.
Wow.
It's like
I can hear it. I haven't heard him do it, but I could hear it in my head.
Yeah,
he's good at that, man.
Oh no, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might live somewhere online, but maybe not. I have no idea.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Crawling in my skin.
Dude, so we talked briefly before the podcast, but like I think we're around the same age, so we probably grew up with all that boy band era and then just like the different like pop punk and alternative rock. Like, do you have a favorite genre of music, or is it kind of blanketed across multiple, or?
I guess I'd have to say jazz,
Yeah.
I think we all fall in that pocket, like what's your favorite band? What's your favorite,
sure.
It's going to be everything. And you but I don't know. There's something about jazz that like, even we were playing Britney Spears in the style of jazz.
Yeah.
So that's what's so good. I love jazz. I'm going to say that, but 90s pop. Yeah.
Okay. Strong second.
That's a strong second with, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears. You know what I was listening to and actually cried to?
What?
Say you will, say you won't, say you do what I don't, say to me, say la vie. Yeah, that's a good song.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. So that was the 90s. I literally was driving down to my gig in Hermosa and I told Siri to play 90s pop, and that came
Puts you in a good mood.
Yeah. Oh man. They got the flutes for the bridge. So cool. But yeah, that's my vibe. That, even like Blink-182, that's the 90s. I grew up with Tenacious D. Tenacious D was huge. Yeah. And I was born in 91. What about you?
88. So we're right around there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're 90s kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
Rocko's Modern Life, Doug. Did you watch the TV shows?
Dude, people said I look like Doug in high school. I'm like, all right. It's the nose. We got that.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I got it.
Dude, I'm glad you got the nose.
Yeah.
We're proud, man.
I will. I do. That's all I can do. Do you know a saxophonist by the name of Leo P? Are you familiar with him?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's done this podcast. I would love to see you guys in the same room.
I'd love to
do something.
I'd absolutely love to.
He's mainly on the East Coast, but if I can connect you guys in any way, I think that it would be an epic collab. I think it'd be super cool. He's such a phenomenal. He's one of those guys. He was so nice to let me jam with him on sax because he is such a talent at that. So like, I'm throwing in my little riffs and then he's like, okay, cool. But like just going ham. Like, it's awesome.
Did he bring his the
baritone?
Yeah.
I asked him to. I was like, do you have, I'm like, I know you're traveling, but do you have your baritone on you? And he's like, yeah, I'll bring it. I was like,
did you do some dance moves?
No, we didn't do the dance moves.
That's okay.
Yeah. We did. But yeah, I think he might have tried a little bit, but since the carpet in here, it's more like, he actually said that he has a special material that he puts on the bottom of his shoes to help him glide a little bit better.
Wow.
Just so they're not like so they don't stick, so they're not sticky.
That's some good insider information.
Isn't that cool?
Wow, yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's those little tips and tricks. Wow. Yeah, he's amazing. He played with one of my friends, Grace Kelly.
Oh yeah. Oh, so I haven't met Grace, but he's good friends with Grace, and I follow Grace, and she's awesome.
Yeah, they've done some amazing videos where they're doing some shuffles while
fantastic footwork and different harmonies on sax. And
speaking of sax, I remember I had a gig in Hermosa, and she was just in town with one of my buddies, Kenton Chen, and so Kenton came up and sang Superstitious, and then she came in through the audience and was dancing with the audience on sax, took a sax solo on stage, and then went back through the audience. So she's just as crazy as Leo.
She's awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to meet Leo. Yeah, he's always got some crazy hair.
I know. He's rocking different colors all the time.
Yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, that's so cool. He was on this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look that up. That's really cool.
It's a fun one.
Yeah. Were you guys doing double sax?
We did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We like, he was harmonized with me. Like I was playing my alto and he was playing his baritone, and then we had the first opening song I'm really proud of. The second one, like, sometimes you don't like quite. I didn't find my groove quite as well. The first one I was happy with, like how it was like coming together and moving and stuff like that.
Good.
But, yeah.
I forgot this was an alto. I guess I thought it was a tenor.
Oh yeah, the tenor has the gooseneck on it.
Gooseneck?
Yeah, it's got like the little boop.
Gotcha.
And it's like
okay.
it's about
It's a little
about
bigger.
10 to 12 inches bigger.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite a bit bigger.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. My. Do you know Jacob Sesney?
I don't know Jacob.
Oh, I'll send you his. He plays with Mike Posner and Joe Jonas sometimes.
Dude, I love me some Mike Posner.
Yeah, so he used to play alto, but he plays tenor mostly as well. But we jam all the time. I'll hook you up. You got to look him up as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to Idlewild Arts with me. Have you ever been up to Idlewild before?
You know what? I have.
No
and
shit.
you're from there, right?
I grew up there since 10 years old. Yeah.
Okay, so I went there with my wife to just like on a little like it was just like a getaway weekend.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
Yeah. That's what it's good. How recently?
It would have been now it's been probably already 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's beautiful up
it's
there.
so nice.
Next time you go, hit me up. I'll tell you all the cool spots.
Secret spots and stuff like that.
There's some great
we did very
spots.
touristy things while we were there and stuff like that, but it was awesome.
Did you go hiking or anything like that?
No, we just
It's not
kind of
the
stayed.
biggest,
Yeah.
Just staying in a cabin in Idlewild is the best.
Yeah.
The town is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made it up there. Yeah. So that's where I was. I went to middle school and high school. I went to an arts high
really?
school. Yeah, where this dude, the guy that taught me the bass is this dude named Marshall Hawkins, and he jammed. He was in. Come on, who's the jazz guy?
Kitty G.
Trumpet. When I say jazz,
Louis Armstrong?
No, close. Oh, like the jazz guy.
On trumpet?
Yeah.
John Coltrane?
No,
he's sax.
He's sax.
Trumpet.
He has a really scratchy voice. Blue and green. Miles Davis.
Miles Davis.
He's-
He's the famous he just has that.
that's Dizzy Gillespie.
Is he?
This guy.
The people who are jazz enthusiasts are cringing so hard right now. I'm like John Coltrane on the trumpet. Yeah, I'm just like literally pulling jazz names. I'm like, as soon as I said, I'm like, Jeremiah, you're an idiot. Why'd you say that out loud? That was an inside thought. Why did you let that escape your head?
It was my fault because I was asking you, and
we're doing some jazz fishing, and I was like,
I literally said name anyone jazz.
Yeah.
And I didn't even say the name of the
you just
instrument.
said, I'm like, well, he's a boola guy. Yeah. He definitely is a boola guy.
So he played with Miles Davis back in the day, Herbie Hancock, all these guys. He taught me how to play bass. He was about to be the basketball coach at Idlewild Arts.
Okay.
And he was teaching basketball, and then they're like, "Hey, we need a jazz guy." He's like, "Well, I played with Miles Davis. I'll be the jazz guy." And he's been the jazz guy for like the last 25 years, and puts on
crazy.
the jazz festival. So yeah, it's Idlewild's the shit. It's
That's
really
awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you went up there, man.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh baby, how was I? We already did that one, right?
Yeah, we did. But do you want to do? Maybe do we do one more? One more song, and then we'll close out with Sax Talk. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Do you?
Heck yeah.
Can I bring this over? I'm trying to think of a good song. Let's do some Backstreet Boys. Yeah.
I'm always down for Backstreet Boys.
Can you hear it? I don't have the headphones on. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you sound good.
Cool. All right. Thanks. You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say that I want it that way. Behind your fire, the one desire, believe when I say that I distance. I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one that desire. You are. Don't wanna hear you, ain't nothing but a heartache, ain't nothing but a mistake. I wanna hear you, I never wanna hear you say, oh yeah, I want it that way. Tell me why, ain't nothing but a heart. Tell me why, ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why, I never wanna hear you say, I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way. Oh man, that was so good, dude. That was good, dude. That was really good,
Dude,
man.
that was fun, man.
I'm excited that was filmed.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that back.
Yeah, there were some
dude.
really fun moments of that, dude.
Whew, yeah.
Oh my
you killed
goodness.
it. You really let loose. Ah! Better than
that. Oh. Yeah, that Nick Lachey. Sorry. Nick.
That's right. That's a guy.
No, but Lachey is from 98 Degrees. Nick Carter. I'm so sorry.
yeah. Okay.
I'm so sorry to all the Backstreet Boys fans out there. I had a little brain part where I just started spitting out the the guys that go
all the
guys.
Yeah, I really like Joey Fatone. He's great, man. He's good in that band.
Have you ever worked with Joey Fatone?
I assume you have, but
yeah, I didn't know if you had ever done any music with him. He's super nice.
I've met him a couple times. I don't think he would remember me, but he knows a couple of my friends as well. But yeah, what have you done with him?
So part of that show, the comedy jam that we did was we did the Impractical Jokers cruise. So it was a cruise ship with the Impractical Jokers, and he's good friends with Sal and all the guys from the Impractical Jokers.
I've seen him. I'm a big fan of that show too.
So we did the comedy jam, and he wanted to do an Alabama Shakes song, and we had to. He wanted to warm up with the band before he went on. So all of us are like in a circle, like just a cappella going over the song and stuff like that. And I just, from my childhood, I was like, this is one of those crazy moments, the Hollywood moments where you're like, I'm just a kid from Kansas. This is bizarre.
Yeah, it's cool to meet your...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's so nice, too, that he was, like, very gracious, like, with everybody on stage and, like, knew how to share the spotlight really well. Yeah, he's just a cool dude.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad. I love when you meet your heroes.
And they're dope.
They're dope. Yeah, it's good. It's good vibes.
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
good vibes for sure.
Heck yeah.
I had that with Jack Black, dude. It was really cool.
I have not met him.
You will at some point. But dude, he came on the show. They're on American Idol. They're like, hey, who do you want to do what with? I was like, either Esperanza Spalding. Do you know her? I don't think she's a great bass player, and she won a Grammy for jazz. But then I was like, or Jack Black. And then Jack Black came on and did Fat Bottom Girls with me. It was crazy. And yeah, so it's...
Dude,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You have it down.
Yeah.
Dude, I always got to brag about that. But it's really cool that here I am in Idlewild, California, 3,000 people listening to Tenacious D, and then 10 years later I get to be on stage with him. So it's like...
That's incredible.
It's great, dude. But I still have yet to jam with Joey Fatone, so I'm excited about that opportunity at some point.
And that'll happen. I believe that's going to happen, too.
Okay, cool.
Let's put out that energy. Let's swap some energy.
I'm giving you the Jack Black.
All right.
Oh yeah. All right. So what's the sax thing that you do, or what?
We're
is
gonna do
this?
Sax Talk. So this is what it is. Sax Talk.
Okay.
I have guests come on, and it's a listener favorite. You're going to share a story of a sexual encounter, and then I'm going to play some sweet, sweet saxophone to back you up, and we'll trade off whenever you're ready, and I'll paint some sax.
So I get picked up by this couple in Middle America. We had been Snapchatting. That's so appropriate. I'm gonna keep the flow. This is gonna be a musical performance. Okay. So they take me in their car, they pick me up, and we go to a hotel and we meet 3 other couples. We have a little bit of wine at the bar. Then we have some more wine at the bar. And then, one by one, we each go to the room that they bought for that night. Did I mention that they were all in their 50s and 60s? Then we go up to the room, and it's just me and the original couple. I take a shower. No one else does. And one by one, a giant orgy starts on the bed. I try to get involved. But I am more in shock than I am turned on. I jump in. They touch me. Nothing happens down there. Someone hands me a pill. I say, no, thank you. He shoves another pill in my hand, says, take this one. I'm not into pills, so I say, no! Stay away from me! I go into the bathroom. I'm about to call an Uber. I forgot that I'd left my backpack in the car. So for the next 30 minutes, I had to stay in the bathroom. All I hear is, oh yeah. She's squirting. And I am just lying on the bathroom naked with no boner. Thank you. Well, if I'm going to tell that story, I think that was the perfect way to do it.
I think that was fantastic, first of all.
Thank you.
And second of all, I want to say, I love that in your orgy, there was a Morpheus-like character that offered you one pill, and you're like, no, no, no. And then he's like, but what about this other pill?
You had the sunglasses, the leather coat, and everything. It was weird.
Everything.
It was weird.
But dick out.
Dick out, yeah. Yeah. At one point, they were trying to teach me, like, this is how you do it. It was weird. It was weird, man. I'm glad I did it. It was a 7-some.
A 7-some. Were you able to ever get in the mix?
I was. No, they were really nice, and they said, "Hey, just lay down." But for some reason, and dude, I've had some fun experiences in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm good at being what's the PC way? You're
good at performing?
I'm good at performing.
Under pressure is a nice way to say that?
I kill it under pressure.
Right.
I'm so good at it, but for some reason, maybe it was the age difference.
Probably.
I'm even good at age differences, dude. I wrote a song called Cougar Town. I love it.
All right.
But there's something about maybe because there's 3 dudes and 3 girls, and so I was the 4th dude. I don't know. Maybe if there was...
It was evens?
Yeah. If there's one more girl in the mix. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But for some reason... And I didn't want to take...
Celestial 7s to crazy 8s, you know?
Tell me more about that. Is that why it didn't happen? Okay. I got to learn more about myself. Okay.
You called it a 7-some. I called it a Celestial 7 and, crazy 8s.
If it was crazy 8s, it would have been crazy.
It would have been on.
Yeah. Morpheus, though. That's so funny. That's Morpheus figure.
That's just what I imagined. Like while it's going on, it's like, Casey, come over here. I need to talk with you right now.
That's really good, dude. Do you do impressions?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Casey, do you want to plug anything real quick? Do you have anything that
Thanks.
hit him up on Instagram, listen to his music. I love all of your Instagram
Thanks,
like reels
man.
and different stuff that you collaborate with different artists, and this will be a fun one. We've got a couple bangers that we can showcase.
I'm so
and stuff like
excited.
that,
I'm excited. I hate to say it, but there's a couple times where we're jamming. I'm like, oh man, 30 seconds to a minute of this. I'm so excited to post this shit, man.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the TikTok. So
Yeah.
TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram is all Casey Bassy. I'm Casey, and I play the bassy. And check me out on Spotify. I'm Casey Abrams, though. That's my last name. And I have some good... I'm constantly posting music on there. And I'm Casey Abrams on YouTube as well. And CaseyBassy.com, just in case, too. I have some shows.
CASEYBASSY.
Thank you. Thank you. Bassy, like bass.
Like playing the bass.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all I got to plug, man. I appreciate you.
Well, that's awesome. I highly encourage you guys to check it out. He also did, like we mentioned, he also did our buddy Rick Lassman's podcast. Shout out to y'all. To go check that out. Is if you liked him on here, then he did it with Rick as well, and in different capacities.
I did the theme song with Rick. We do.
You did the Scoot Do that thing?
Yeah, Scoot Do. Here, let's play it just for shits and giggles. Really.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Signing off with Rick's.
Is that bad? Wait, do you have a theme song though?
Mine's very like hip hop trippy. It's like Jeremiah Wonders, Jeremiah Wonders, Jeremiah Wonders.
Okay, I don't have to do the Rick. Wait. Scoop Doo, Blabbity Blue, Scoop Dee. Oh yeah! All right, let's do Jeremiah Watkins. Wait, Wonders.
You've been watching Take Your Wonders Off. Love you guys.
You don't have to use that. You don't have to use that.
No. Wait. Snap? No, just kidding. Have a good day, guys.